everyone, I am here with my full coverage flawless foundation routine. This is what I'm wearing right now. This is actually a two-part video. The first part is going to be this video, which is my full face foundation flawless coverage, full coverage, I don't know what I'm trying to say. My full coverage flawless foundation routine. That is part one. Part two is going to be the rest of the look, which is actually a collab look, and it's a Carrie Underwood inspired tutorial. So this is just for the foundation portion, and the foundation I'm going to be using is, where is it? The Kat Von D Lock-It foundation. Amazing, amazing. It is just, well, you'll see in a second. So yeah, this is going to be part one, which is my full coverage flawless foundation, and then I will make sure to link part two once it's up. I don't know which is going to go up first, down in the description box, so you can recreate this eye look, and I also do the rest of my face. So this video is just for the foundation concealer. So if you want to see how I created my full coverage flawless foundation routine, then just stay tuned. Hi everyone. So to start off this tutorial, I'm going to be using the Kat Von D Lock-It Tatoo foundation, and I just want to show you how good it covers up. Right now I see that there is a lot of redness in my cheeks and on my nose. I've been sick, so there's just a little bit of discoloration, so I'll zoom in real quick so you can kind of see, you know, I have some redness here, I have some redness under my nose, on my nose and around my cheeks. That's my primary kind of problem area. So this foundation has been amazing at covering all of that up. If I have blemishes, I don't find that I need really any concealer. I just use a little concealer to brighten up the under eye. I don't really have dark circles, so that's not one of my problems that I have, but I do like to have a bright under eye area, so I do use a brightener even if I don't have any dark circles. So I'm going to show you today how this foundation is like my holy grail full coverage foundation. This is what the box looks like, and there are, I believe, 14 shades, and the foundation is for $34. But of course, if you pick it up before the Sephora Friends and Family is over, then you can get a 20% off of that. It is a full coverage, 24-hour, transfer resistant, matte finish, fragrance-free, oil-free, and for all skin types is what the back of the box says. So the box is very cute. Like I said, there was 14 shades. I got the second to lightest shade. I swatched this on my hand when I was in the Sephora store, and it looked pretty good. When I went out in the light and looked at my hand, it did look like it was too dark, but I decided to give it a shot anyways because there was only one shade lighter. In every review I read, people that were very, very pale, like an NW15 or NC15 was too dark for them in MAC, that the shade, I have L44, so L42 I believe, was even too light for them. So I thought, you know what, let's go for this one. I'm as pale as I'm ever gonna be. I only get a little bit darker from here. So this is about this is my natural skin color. I'm very fair skinned, and I actually got this to work really well. So again, it's L42. So I'm going to put a little bit of primer on my face. I always do a primer. I do have combination skin, so I do get a little bit, I get a little bit of dryness on my chin here, and then right around my nose, and occasionally on my nose. And then for my oily spots, I get a little shininess on my T-zone, on the sides of my nose right here, and I do get a little bit of shine on my chin occasionally. So this is the Tarte Clean Slate Poreless Primer, and this is my all-time favorite primer. It's very silicone feeling, but it's absolutely like my favorite primer. So it's just going to fill in my pores, like right around where my pores are on my nose. That's the only place that I have visible pores. I kind of pat it in, and then I just kind of smooth it in the rest of my face because I'm not really worried about filling in pores in that area. Just around my nose, I like to pat these more silicone products in just so it really fills in my pores. So I apologize if I'm still scratchy. I'm still a little sick, so I really wanted to get this video up for you. So bear with me. So we applied our primer. Next we're going to do our foundation. And I know a lot of people really love the Kat Von D concealer, the Lock-It, I believe, concealer. You really don't even need that if you have this. So I just shake it up a little bit, and I'm going to do a pump on my hand. So as you can see, it's kind of a whipped, thicker foundation. So it's not super liquidy, but it is kind of like a moussey texture almost. So I just kind of dot that on, and I'm gonna just do one part of my face to start out with. And the brush I really love to use to apply this is the Sedona Lace 520. This is the angled kabuki brush. It's like the chiseled flat angle one, and I really, really love it. I love this type of brush. I've tried to use the Beauty Blender, but I find that this brush is the best for applying this foundation. So I'm just blending it in, and I will do just one side of my face so that you can kind of see just how good it covers. And I do like to put foundation on my eyelids. I just like to have an even canvas to start with. And it actually is a really good cover match for me, but I will blend a little bit down my neck. And I'm just doing half my face for now so you can kind of see the difference. And I do not find that this foundation is cakey whatsoever. I don't find that it makes me look cakey or like I'm wearing too much makeup. It's just a really nice, beautiful finish. Very, very flawless, but I wouldn't say that it makes you look like a porcelain doll or anything. It doesn't make you look like you have fake skin. It just is a really nice coverage. So now let me zoom in. I hope the light will reflect this accurately, because in the mirror I see a huge difference from this side of my face to this side of my face. So this is the side that has some redness still around my nose. As you can see, I did the line straight down my face. The color match is really good. And then on this side, I don't see any redness. It actually pretty much covered this little pimple here. And I think overall my face looks very, very nice. It's still setting in, but once it sets in, I find that it's just very smooth on the face. I don't feel like it's tacky or anything. So let's go ahead and do the other side of my face. And you can just see it just instantly covers up any redness or discoloration. I find that it lasts all day long. I wore this when we went to San Francisco to the Giants game, and I put it on about 7:30 that morning, and when we got home, got back to the hotel, we stayed in Pleasanton, so it was quite a drive. But when we got back, I found that, my makeup looked just as nice, and it was probably about 10:30, 11 o'clock by the time we got home. And I put it on at 7 in the morning. So it's gonna wear different on everyone, and it really just depends on your skin type, and if you're extremely oily or dry. But I don't find this accentuates my dry spots, and I don't find that it makes me oily, which is really, really great. The other thing that I really love is that it doesn't break down. Some of my foundations that I use, within a few hours I can see that it's starting to separate and break down, and I find that a lot of those I have to pair or mix with a long-wearing foundation. But this one is, I think the price point is nice at $34. You do get 1 fluid ounce, but you don't need much because it covers like a dream. So that's what it looks like when I have my whole face covered. So I don't see any redness. I have a very even skin tone. It blended very nicely. It's blended down my neck. As you can see, I wore this shirt on purpose because, sometimes if you blend it down your neck and your foundation's a little dark, if this isn't the same color, if your chest isn't the same color, you still have that funky line. But I have no line whatsoever. I did blend it down my neck a little bit, but I don't have any weird line on my chest. And my chest is the same color as my face. So it's a very, very nice color match. And it just is like a flawless, really nice finish. So if you can see there, I really love it. It really does cover all my redness. It's absolutely amazing. And there's not a whole lot of foundations that I find are this pigmented. I'll show you. Well, here you can see on my hand where I've had it. It's just really concealed like any of my veining on my hand. It's really amazing. So I'm just going to take you along to just finish up and brighten up my under eyes, and then I'm going to have a part 2 for this video, which will be a tutorial. So I'll link that tutorial down below here and vice versa. So I'm going to start off with a little bit of this. It's the Covergirl Olay Simply Ageless Eye Corrector in number 230, which is the Corrector shade. I haven't really used this too often, so I'm kind of interested in seeing how it works. So I usually just use a little bit of concealer and then a brightener under my eyes, and I really like the way that it just kind of brightens up that under eye area. And this one's really nice because it is, it does have that Olay swirl in it, so it's going to be extra moisturizing because you're getting that extra lotion in there from the Olay swirl. So I just tapped a little bit on my under eyes just to kind of, you know, conceal it a little bit more if there was any darkness. I do get a little bit of purple on the inside, but, and then I'm going to take my Dream Lumi Touch, and I'm just going to, this is in Radiant, so it's the pink toned one, and I'm going to take it from the inner corner right here, and I'm going to bring it down, and then bring it up, kind of at an angle. And I'll just kind of dab a little bit in there. Do that to the other side. Oops, that was a little much. And then just kind of dab it in there. And then the brush that I really like to blend out any under eye concealer, this is the exact same brush as this, the flat angled kabuki, but this one is just like the little tiny guy of it. I just washed it, so it's a little wonky right now, but it's really soft, and I love the way, I love the pointed tip on it because it really can get in close and underneath my eye, which I really like. Some of the other ones, like if they're rounded or if they're just a point, like the tapered kind of kabuki brushes, I don't feel that it really pats it out as well, where this one has this flat edge for patting and then the pointed edge to really get up and close to my eye. And I'll link down below where you can get the Sedona brushes if you're interested. I have quite a few Sedona lace brushes, and there's a lot of them that I really, really love. So these two happen to be the ones that I've been using a lot lately. Okay. And then to set all of that under eye concealer, I'm using the Laura Mercier Brightening Powder, and I've really been enjoying this. I'm really happy that I found something to replace my Benefit Powder Flage. So I just get a little bit on my brush, and this is the Real Techniques contour brush. I just really love this for setting powder, and I'll put a little bit on my lid too. And just does a really nice job of setting that under eye concealer so that it doesn't budge, but also it doesn't allow the concealer to kind of settle into your fine lines, whereas like my Bare Minerals Well Rested settles in and sinks into my fine lines. This one does not. So that is my full coverage foundation routine. I'm going to, of course, do my eye look in the next video. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you've tried this Kat Von D foundation out, let me know your thoughts. I highly recommend it. I would give this 5 stars. It is definitely going to be a holy grail foundation for me. The coverage is amazing, and I love that it doesn't feel cakey or heavy on my skin. Now that it's settled in, my skin feels very soft and nice. It's not transferring onto my hand, which is really nice. You don't really have to worry about it transferring all over your clothes. I have not had an issue with it transferring onto like white shirts. So that's really, really good. So I hope you guys enjoyed this, and don't forget to check back in so you can see the eye tutorial. I don't know which one will be up first, but I hope you guys are having a great day, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye. They are absolutely adorable. Like, I don't know how I missed